Hey everybody, it's your old pal Chuck, and I'm back with another review that you're not gonna watch. Yeah, I know the truth, but I wanted to take a look at one of these figures. This is from the Epic Hero series. This is from Star Wars. It's the Mandalorian. Now, Epic Hero series is something that Hasbro came out with, I want to say like a year ago, and it's 4 inch 10 centimeter. Well, actually, wait a minute. Oh, actually, I think 10 centimeters is 4 inches. So it's like 4 inch figures, but it's like they're popular heroes and it's for their across their brands. You have the generic Marvel, but then you have it specific for X-Men 97. You have it specific for Spider-Man, and then you have it for Star Wars. Now, the question is like, do these fit in with the retro figures? Now, uh, Spectre Creative kind of approached this, and even though the original retro figures are really like locked to a 3 3/4 inch size, 4 inches that far off. So it could fit. Now, keep in mind, if you remember, we did take a look at a retro style Mandalorian. That was made and the design, the deco was meant to fit in with those retro vintage Star Wars 5 points of articulation figures. This has a little more detail, a little more decoration, and a cross play pattern that, while I would say size wise it might fit in, it will stick out among the retro figures. Now, here's the kicker, and this is one of the things that scratches my head. Technically speaking, the basic epic hero figures all cost the same, about $10. For a while, the X-Men 97 figures were going for about 12 because they were packaged in a box with an open window and not on a bubble card. By the way, I highly recommend just getting the box set of all the figures. Um, I think that's just a better value and easier chance if you're interested in that. Um, with that said, the X-Men, the Marvel, and I think the Spider-Man figures have knees and elbows and maybe some form of lateral, outward arm and hip movement. I haven't picked up one of those yet. Now, there are also deluxe figures, but we're not going to touch upon that. It's just a different size, and that's a whole other discussion for another time. For whatever reason, the Star Wars figures being sold at that $10 price point are only 5 points of articulation. That means the head can swivel, the arms can move up and down, and the legs can go forward and back. Now, one thing I do want to mention is, as you see here, I actually, for whatever reason, the Mandalorian's leg is slightly molded forward. So it's like he's kind of got that like swagger lean. This makes it very hard for the figure to stand if you don't pose it just right, especially with the weapons in the hand. Now, I do have to say, in terms of accessories, this figure is very nice. It has this cape here, which I do believe is removable. It does cover this octagonal, or my 1, 2, 3, 4, uh, hexagon uh, peg hole, that which is part of the crossplay feature. If you have some of the deluxe Star Wars figures, they have weapons and shields that can and backpacks that can peg in there, as well as the Marvel figures can do that. And that brings us to the holes here on the side of the arm. Again, it's for that play pattern. Now, unfortunately, the figure does not have any weapon storage. I think it would have been nice to at least included a holster for the blaster here, which by the way, I want to mention one of my pet peeves with Star Wars figures over the years has been when they've made like the weapons that really cheap rubbery plastic, and it just makes it that like it's like you have to like bend them to get in the hands, and they constantly look warped. The blaster and the sword here both feel the dark saber both feel to be of hard plastic, and again, I mean, the blaster, okay, it's just in gray, but not bad. I mean, that's kind of what it looks like. but and the dark saber, I mean, they got the black, but they also have that white shading to give it a glow effect. That's actually kind of cool, and they really put some effort in. Let me just take it out of the hand here to mold the the to mold the hilt and everything to make it look accurate. So it is a nice looking figure. And I do appreciate that there is that crossplay, not just among the Star Wars figures, but across all the Epic Hero figures. Now, as far as I know, we haven't seen any vehicles for the Star Wars line yet. And in fact, outside of the initial assortment, which was Mandalorian, Luke, Vader, Baby Yoda, Grogu, um, adult Yoda, I think, um, as Vizsla, Bo Katan, though they were deluxe figures. I might be, oh, and a Stormtrooper. We really haven't seen much of anything else. So I don't know if this is going to continue. But it is cool. I dig it. Um, but here's the kicker. I got it on May the 4th on sale for $4.79. For that price, I I feel good. If I had paid 10 or $12 for this, I wouldn't have paid 10 or $12. Grogu is available for $7.99. I'll be honest, I'm kind of waiting to see if I can get it on some sort of deal or if I need to get something for like free shipping, free 1 day shipping because it's Grogu. I mean, the arms just seem to swivel, but so yeah, is this something that will get younger kids into Star Wars? I don't know. Um, Talk to me around Christmas. Are these going to be filled? Are Ollie's going to be filled with the Epic Hero figures? Right now, I mean, you kind of know where I am. I don't think anything's going to get kids into anything they don't want to, especially toys. I think the days of kids playing with toys have come and gone, but I've been habitually told I'm wrong. So if you can get this figure for under $10, if you can get this figure for under $5, I think it's kind of cool because I dig the Mandalorian. Get any of those epic hero figures and just want them for your display if you have a collection of Vader or Luke. Because let's be honest, there's plenty of Luke and Vader and Stormtrooper 3 3/4 inch figures that are much better than these. Fully articulated, weapon storage, full paint deco, accurate look. Heck, those Galaxy of Adventure figures, those were really good. And I actually have the Mandalorian and Stormtrooper Amazon 2 pack that I've never really reviewed here. Maybe someday I'll bust those out because, again, gimmick with full articulation. But I don't know if I'm really trying to like sway you to buy this because, again, not too many people are going to be watching. I could give you my social security number and nothing would happen. But I mean, if you were wondering what these look like out of the packaging, here you go. Nice detail, good amount of paint deco. But just keep in mind, for the same price, you can get a Captain America or an Iron Man figure with knees and elbows. And then for a little bit more, you can get like a Captain America and an Iron Man with armor and a launching missile with knees and elbows. So, the choice is yours. But that's about it for the review. If you like this review, like, comment, subscribe. You know the spiel. I have a Patreon, www.patreon.com/truckdog1999. All I ask for is $1 a month, $12 a year. No, no thrill, no tiers, no thrills, no special rewards. Helping me, helping you. Almost forgot the spiel there. Uh, but as I always say, if you can't afford the Patreon, your views are more than thanks enough. You guys really do help, especially on the back end. With like YouTube just always tells me when I get my weekly synopsis and breakdown that apparently my legacy views are the ones that really do well. So I appreciate you guys watching my older stuff. Not too much older, because I know some of those older ones were like, that's when I was still building and, I had to make money to spend money, but yep, that's about it. Once again, this is your old pal Chuck for The Mandalorian. Oh, by the way, hold on. Before I say goodbye, I want to know, and I know that the people who are going to watch this will answer. How many of you were into vintage westerns before The Mandalorian, before the Book of Boba Fett, and actually appreciated what they were doing and the homages to those classic westerns, like The Man with No Name, Sabata, the fact that Cad Bane was an alien version of Lee Van Cleef? I'm just really curious because, to be honest with you, I really dug it. I thought it was cool. Um, the little winks and nods here and there. I would love to see a little homage somehow to Audie Murphy. That guy has a special place in my heart. But yeah, just let me know because I think if you even have seen like a couple classic westerns, you get a lot more out of these shows than if you haven't. So, your old pal Chuck, have a good day. For The Mandalorian, we will see you next time.